there, folks. Let's talk about one way to get the jump on crowds and make the most of your time when visiting the Magic Kingdom. For our Walt Disney World guests seeking to experience many attractions before the busiest part of the day, dining reservations made prior to the park's scheduled opening times can provide you with access to some attractions while most park guests are still waiting for rope drop. When everything works, this can give you a great head start to your day. I recently watched a video from touringplans.com in which one of their bloggers, Angela Dahlgren, tried to see how many headliner attractions she could ride without FastPass Plus following a breakfast at Be Our Guest restaurant. Around this time last year, while visiting Disney World with a friend, I had a similar morning touring the Magic Kingdom. I'll include a link to the touringplans.com video in the notes below, but now I'd like to share my story. I visited the Magic Kingdom on Saturday, May 20th, 2017, when the Magic Kingdom official opening time was 9 a.m. This was the day touringplans.com forecast the Magic Kingdom crowd level to be 6 on their scale from 1 to 10, and after reviewing their wait time data, ultimately deemed the day to have been a 7 on their crowd level scale. We had a reservation for Be Our Guest for 8 a.m., 1 hour before the park was scheduled to open, which I believe is as early a reservation as you can make. Here's how our morning went. At 7:10 a.m. we left our off-site hotel, and at 7:26 a.m. we parked at the TTC in the Villains section. We were through bag check by 7:34 a.m., and at 7:37 a.m. walked straight on to an express monorail to the Magic Kingdom that was in the station waiting for us. At 7:45 a.m. we arrived in the Magic Kingdom station, and at 7:47 a.m. we were through the tap styles. Once inside, we stopped to pick up some celebration buttons and took a few photos in a somewhat empty park. When we reached the hub, we followed signs for breakfast check-in and passed through a checkpoint near the entrance to Liberty Square, where cast members checked that we had dining reservations that morning and allowed us access to the back of the park, leaving behind other guests who would have to wait for rope drop. At 8:03 a.m., we got in line to check in for our Be Our Guest breakfast. We had pre-ordered our meals online that morning before leaving the hotel room, so once we were called inside, we just had to pay for our meal and then select our table. We had our seats at 8:10 a.m., and I went off to pick up some utensils and a glass of water. Our meals then arrived separately at 8:20 and 8:23 a.m. My friend had ordered a vegan meal from the allergies menu, so she also received a separate set of breakfast pastries. I typically don't eat a big breakfast, so I ordered from the children's menu, which may look like a meager meal, but it was all the food I needed. As for whether my meal was worth the price, I'll let you judge that for yourself after you see how our morning went. At 8:39 a.m. we were done with our meal and left our table. Now it's worth noting at this point that other restaurants in the Magic Kingdom also offer pre-rope drop meals. However, folks who dine at Crystal Palace will find after their meal that they are on the same side of the rope with park guests who did not make early morning dining reservation. So the potential for extra Seven Dwarfs Mine Train rides is unique to Be Our Guest diners. It may be possible for someone dining at Cinderella's Royal Table to have a similar advantage as we enjoyed, but I can't speak from experience there, and I suspect that breakfast there may be a meal you would less likely want to rush through. After breakfast, we walked out of the restaurant, and at 8:42 a.m. we found the line waiting for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train to open. I should note that it's not at the entrance to the attraction, but just to our left as we walked out of Be Our Guest. At 8:44 a.m., the line for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train started moving, while in the distance we could hear an announcement that the Magic Kingdom Welcome Show would be starting soon. We were on the ride at 8:50 a.m., entering through the FastPass Plus queue, and done our ride at 8:53 a.m. At that point, rope drop crowds still hadn't been released to the back of the park yet, so we got right back in line to ride the mine train again. This time we were on the ride at 8:56 and done at 8:59 a.m. At this point, we joined the masses of regular park guests who had just been released into the different lands of the Magic Kingdom following the morning welcome show. At 9:02 a.m., we were in line for Peter Pan's flight. We were on that ride at 9:09 and done by 9:12. We then walked over to Adventureland, where we got in line for the Jungle Cruise at 9:20 a.m. That had a posted 20-minute wait time, but we were on the ride by 9:28 and done at 9:40. We then moved on to Frontierland, where at 9:43 a.m. we got in line for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which had a posted wait of 10 minutes. We were on the ride at 9:50 and done at 9:55. We continued over to Splash Mountain, where we got in line at 9:57. That attraction had a posted wait of 25 minutes, and it wasn't until 10:15 a.m. before we finally boarded our log, and we weren't finished with that attraction until 10:27 a.m. We walked over to Liberty Square for a brief character meet with Mary Poppins, getting in line at 10:38 a.m. and finishing with our photos at 10:43 a.m. Now, if you'd like to compare my morning directly to the touringplans.com video I mentioned in the introduction, then you can stop here, because we did make a few FastPass Plus selections for our Magic Kingdom morning. The first of which was for Haunted Mansion, which had a 30-minute posted standby wait when we arrived at 10:46 a.m. We were seated in our Doom buggies at 10:52 a.m. and done with that ride at 10:59. Afterward, we returned to Peter Pan's Flight at 11:02 a.m., where we had a fast pass. At that point, the attraction had a posted wait time of 50 minutes, but we were on the ride at 11:06 and done at 11:10 a.m. My apologies for using the same image for our second ride, but while I failed to take any additional photographs of Peter Pan, I was able to change our third FastPass selection to squeeze in one more ride before lunch. We returned to Adventureland, where at 11:19 a.m. we had a FastPass for Pirates of the Caribbean. We were on the ride by 11:26 and done at 11:35. Afterwards, we spent a little time looking around the gift shop, and then watched some of the pirate tutorial show just outside. At 11:53 a.m. we arrived a little late for our 11:40 lunch reservation at Skipper Canteen, and after a leisurely meal we left the restaurant at 1:15 p.m. At that point we really didn't feel like there were any more attractions that we needed to see that morning, so we made our way to the exit, leaving the park at 1:28 p.m. and heading right to the line for the express monorail to the TTC. We saw a train in the station as we arrived, but found it was doing a safety check until it departed at 1:35. While we waited, cast member David gave me a handful of monorail transportation cards for my nephew. At 1:38 p.m. we boarded the next train that arrived, which took us to the TTC, arriving at 1:44. We then walked to the car, arriving at 1:53 p.m. and leaving a minute later, and we were back to the hotel by 2:10 p.m. So to summarize our morning, we saw 7 different attractions, plus an extra ride on both Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Peter Pan's Flight, 1 character meet, 1 show, and 2 meals. And we were back to the hotel in time for a short rest and recovery period before returning to the parks in the evening. If you want to look at what we accomplished without using any fast passes, then we were done 6 different attractions, plus an extra Seven Dwarfs Mine Train ride, and 1 character meet before 10:45 a.m., with our longest wait being 18 minutes for Splash Mountain. We didn't wait more than 8 minutes for anything else all morning. We felt like this was a very productive morning. Of course, there's no guarantee that you'll have the same experience, but it offers a reasonable example of what is possible when you start your day in the Magic Kingdom with breakfast at Be Our Guest. Now, there are some mornings when Seven Dwarfs Mine Train isn't ready to run at park opening, other mornings with extra magic hours for Disney Resort guests, and still more days when the rides in the back of the park are only available to guests who have paid for early morning magic events. There are also times when the Magic Kingdom opens at 8 a.m. or earlier, thus negating any touring advantage to eating breakfast in the park, since restaurants will not be open prior to rope drop on those mornings. Nonetheless, if you find the right day, and it fits with your schedule, and you're able to find an early morning breakfast reservation, then it can help get your day off to a great start. Thanks for watching, and please let us know what you think about our day in the Magic Kingdom in the comments below.